Good afternoon, guys. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great one. Give me a second to mute this music and I'll be right with y'all. Yeah, it's your girl Dreadlock Diaries giving you guys a shout out. It's about to be lunchtime for most of y'all. Most of you guys do not know it is almost approaching my 4-year lock anniversary. My hair journey began June 1st of 2020, and it is now January 1st of 2024. And in 5 more months, I'll be at my 4-year anniversary. So let's talk about these locks. You guys know I'm infatuated with my hair. I want to give you guys just a little bit of tea and juice, for the people who just want to start and they're scared. Have all the patience, love, tender care in the world. Treat your locks the way you treat your skin and your body. Hydrate it, oil it, moisturize it, take good care of it, and you'll be just fine. I can't believe my anniversary is coming up so quick, and you guys have seen all the length, the colors, the dyes, the styles, the DIY wash and retwist, the professional wash and retwist, and it has been a hell of a journey. The locks have definitely grown on me. In full totality, even when my hair is busted and ugly, I'm still feeling myself. So if you have heard this much of the stream, please make sure if you're interested in dreadlocks, locks, natural hairstyles, DIYs, you do me a big, big favor and show your love by hitting that button that says I'm going to subscribe. Like, I need those subscriptions. Those subscriptions are everything. I cover as much as I can about DIY, shampoo, condition, twist, all of that good stuff. And I know this video is out there. It's for somebody. It may not be you, but it's definitely for somebody. So again, I hope you guys are taking this serious regarding, the content I'm going to produce and drop regarding the hair and the locks. It's been 3.5 years at this point. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Congratulations. You have a 2-year lock anniversary coming up. That is so dope. Like, I remember my 2-year anniversary. Time definitely flies. Around year 2, you start to see your locks coming together, doing what they're supposed to do. You're not looking in the mirror so much, and they're finally locking and coiling and looking full. They have some buzz in them. They may have the little nappy roots a little bit or the little fuzzy roots, but you're seeing your hair transition. So today's video, I want to just let you guys all know you will get there. Do not worry about what my locks look like or your friends or your colleagues or your neighbors. Everyone's lock journey is different. And I think everyone who gets on a lock journey is just super inspired and in love with their lock journey. Yes, like, it's a very emotional, spiritual, great endorphic feeling. This lock journey is really real. Thank you for coming through the chat. I'm happy to share your lock journey with you as well. He's gonna be on his 2nd-year anniversary next month. That is real big, big stuff. Shout out to everybody in the entire lock or dreadlock or locks community. We call it different things depending on where we're from. And let me just really tell you guys really quickly why I got my locks. I chose to get my hair locked because I definitely got tired of wigs, perms, washing sets, all of those heavy chemicals in my hair breaking off easy, not knowing what to do, not trying to over style it, it just being dry and unhealthy. And I'm like, you know what? I love Lauryn Hill with her locks. I love Duchess from Black Ink with her locks. I love seeing the Marley men with their locks. I love seeing people from different ethnic backgrounds with locks, whether they're Caucasian, Chinese, Haitian, Dominican, Black, African. I love seeing people with nice, clean, well-maintained locks. And we do know, everybody in the lock community, it's not easy to keep your locks maintained and cleaned and smelling good. Sometimes time goes by, you're like, I need to wash my hair. I need to condition my hair. So for all you guys out there who are doing the DIYs yourself, what kind of shampoos and conditioners are you guys using? I'm definitely using no sulfates, no paraben shampoos and conditioners. I'm definitely using natural oils such as tea tree, avocado, cocoa butter, shea butter, rosemary oil, rose hip oil. I'm using a lot of heavy oils that can keep my hair extremely moisturized. Everyone in the dreadlock community, we experience that dryness in our hair sometimes. And that dryness gets so brutal that the hair feels dry to touch. It feels heavy when it smacks you in the face. So we definitely need to make sure we keep my locks oiled as much as possible. And I highly recommend everyone on a lock journey invest in a little water bottle, a little spray bottle. Fill it up with water halfway or full. And whenever your hair is full and dry, if you don't have oil, give your lock ends a spritz. Give your lock roots a spritz. Section your hair in 4 if you have to. Go one by one with your locks as possible and spray those roots and spray those ends. For me, I have curly ends at the end of my tips. And they're kind of butting up though, but I still try to straighten those, comb out those little lock ends. They may call it the boho look, but I see it's really getting difficult. But yes, you have to condition your hair and wash your hair at least every 2 to 3 months. Not necessarily every month, but every 2 to 3 months. I love it. I love it. He's giving real good vibes in the chat. He's saying shea butter and ginger. I haven't tried a ginger shampoo, so that's on my next to-do list. Definitely invest in the right products. The products that work for me may not work for you, and vice versa. But if you want to have your hair locked and full and luxurious and healthy, continue to moisturize and oil your hair. Moisturizing and oiling your hair is going to get you really far. And again, you don't got to do it every month or every week, but as you see your hair looking dry, get on top of that. And you guys should all have satin caps, satin pillowcases, or a nice big scarf to cover your locks while you're sleeping. Those things are so, so important because at the end of the day, it can have friction. Your hair can start drying and popping and splitting and having damage just for your hair not being kept in the right silks and protected. You have to protect your hair like you would protect your skin in the winter. The same way your lips get chapped in the winter, or your face may get red or may get dry quick because the air is just so much. Our locks are just that gentle. We need all that 10, 11 care for these locks too. So don't forget those tips. You want to keep it oiled, moisturized. You want to have a silk cap or a silk pillow or a nice bonnet that protects your hair at all times. And you don't want to wait too long in between wash and retwist because that can really hurt the inside of your roots. I'm pretty sure Adam, you've had that experience where you didn't retwist your hair or wash your hair in a while. And when you did, it was hurting in the roots. You had to pop some hair, we cut some hair. It was very tangled. We hate that in the lock community. Do not allow your hair to get messy like that because it's a painful retwist. It's a painful wash. It's a painful detangler. And it's just not worth it. You want to have your hair feeling good. You don't want to be putting extra damage and stress. You don't want to be having a tender head. You don't want to be feeling, like you don't want to get your hair done because it hurts. You don't want to give it that much time. You want to give it as much time as possible before it gets to that. So for me, it's every 2 months. If I don't do my hair for more than 2 months straight consistently, I'm going to have some tangling in my roots. It's going to hurt when I try to separate my twists. It's going to hurt when I'm trying to wash and condition it and, see my parts because I'm letting it get too mushy, too fuzzy, too tangled, too matted. You don't want your locks to get matted. That hurts a lot. Unless you're a man or you have a high tolerance and it doesn't bother you, that's very, very, very painful. So please try not to do that. Also, love on YouTube and Pinterest. YouTube and Pinterest has so many tips and tricks on how to learn how to wash your hair, how to learn how to condition your hair, how to oil and how to style it. To this day, I can wash and retwist my hair, but I am not at the level on my lock journey where I can do really fancy styles, up styles, 2-strand, 3-strand twists, bob styles, fro hawk styles. I'm still at the basics of pineapples, half down, half up, 2 ponytails, 2 braids, a bun, high ponytail, low ponytail. I am not at the level where I can do these fancy styles, but I love my loctician. Shout out to DeLorean Hall. She is my loctician and my friend and my neighbor, and she has helped me on this lock journey. She started my hair for me in her house, and I go to her every time I want to do something fancy, every time I want to do something cute, something different. I'm at my neighbor DeLorean's Hall. So if you can follow her on Instagram, her hair on her page for her lock content is Dee's Hair Lounge. So for all you guys who live in the New York, NYC area, please follow my loctician on Instagram. That is her name, Dee's Hair Lounge. You will definitely see pictures of me getting my hair dyed and colored from the white honey blonde I have now to the regular brunette color I had. You'll see those hair colors. You'll see a few, you may even see a hairstyle from her for me. She's great at starter locks, teenage locks, senior locks. She's great at styles. She's great at detoxing. I have yet to have my first detox with her, but I'm 3.5 years into my lock journey. Everyone at some point in their lock journey should have a detox. What is a detox? A detox is a way for you to get your hair completely clean from root to end of all the twisting butters, locking butters, gel butters you've used on your entire lock journey. I haven't had it yet. I'm going to get it. From my understanding, when you do the detox, it is a basin full of water mixed with apple cider vinegar as well as some baking soda and probably some nice other smelly good stuff. You let your locks sit in that basin for about an hour, maybe less. All that gook comes out of your hair eventually, and you feel much lighter. Your locks feel much lighter. They look more cleaner. So if you feel like you're washing your locks and condition them and your hair just does not look clean for some reason, you probably need a detox. It's probably time for you to get a detox. So I do have another comment in the chat right now. I've noticed my locks journey sweat from working out and making my locks grow faster. Yes, definitely. I was a big workout person as well before I had some health challenges. And I noticed the same thing. The more you work out, the more your hair unravels, the more you sweat, the more it just goes oing, 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 oing. Definitely. The tip for that I learned that you can probably try whenever you're working out, try to wrap your hair in like a nice tight scarf. Like try to put it in a ponytail or a nice bun and really tightly tie the scarf on your head as tight as possible without it causing you pain. And when you're done with your workout, do not take off your scarf. Do not take off your scarf until your hair is completely dry. That is a trick I've learned when I had a fresh wash and retwist to do when I want to work out and I don't want to mess up my hair. So even after you're sweaty, do not take off that cap. Do not take off that cap until your scalp is completely dry. If you take off the cap after the workout and your hair is completely wet, that's how all that unraveling and all that growth starts popping out. The longer you keep that scarf on and let it dry, you will keep your style. Thank me later. Definitely let me know if you tried it. So definitely tie the scarf on. While you're sweating, keep it on. While you're showering, keep it on. When you know your scalp and your hair is dry, then take off the scarf, and that can help you, keep your style a little bit longer. So there's definitely tips and tricks in this game. I've also learned how to retwist the front row of my head only when my hair is completely fuzzy, and it's a great hack for all the people in the lock community. So for everybody in the lock community, if you don't have your hair done and you need to go somewhere fancy, you want to look presentable, but you don't have time to get a wash and retwist, you don't have time to do your hair, retwist the front row of your hairline only. Then try to style it with a scarf or a hat, or I mean not a hat, like a scrunchie or like some kind of head wrap or something. The entire head will look nice based on the outline of your hairline alone. It's a great strategy to make it look like you're faking it till you're making it. Shout out to Third World Colombian. How are you? Thank you for popping through. Happy New Year. It's good to see you. I'm talking about my locks, so you may not want to tune in for this one here. But thank you for popping through. So that is a definitely good trip, a good hack and a good tip for anybody who's a heavy workout person. Next along, I would highly, highly recommend you guys not have too many people in your hair during your lock journey. So if you're on your starter lock stages or your teenage stages, or if you did your hair yourself, do not get too comfortable with jumping from seat to seat to seat or shopping for the cheapest stylist or the cheapest person that can do your hair. Let your hair get familiar with somebody who has growing hands. Let your hair, get used to someone who knows what they're doing, even if that someone is you. I promise you, the less people in your head doing your hair, touching it, the better for you. You'll see a lot more success that way. Thank me later. I'm just saying. Do you do your own locks? Oh, thank you, Third World. I'm gonna tune in anyway. I appreciate that. Avel says, how can we as natural hair enthusiasts get black women to go natural? You know what? That's a tough one. Even my friends have not been convinced to come over to the lock journey. What I would say, we have to push that self-love for women to start dreading their hairs. We gotta push that your hair does not define your beauty. We have to push that support to our black women. We have to push that, beauty is skin deep. We have to take that target away from what I physically look like makes me sexy or smart or pretty or independent. I think a lot of black women for some reason are still stuck into this lace front protective style weave thing. And I was there in my 20s and my 30s. I was there. But I think we have to get our black women in tune with accepting ourselves beautifully, naturally from inside and out. Once we get all the sisters on that level to know that they're beautiful no matter what color their hair is, what kind of style they have, once we get them to love themselves from within, we can get there. But it's going to be a struggle because we're still stuck on the fake eyelashes, the the microblading, the long ass fucking fingernails, excuse my French, that are so long that you don't know how these women are wiping their cooch. Like we are idolizing the wrong things. Reality TV, love and hip hop, all this rapper, celebrity, NFL, actor, movie, husband, wife couple. We got to get out of that. I think once we get there, we'll see more black women or women of color, black, brown, and Latino women choosing to lock up their hair. But you know what? Maybe we won't. But for me, I thought about it for years before I actually did the journey. But I don't know. We just have to we have to just really push that self love. I feel like a lot of women don't have a lot of self love. They're feeling love and beautiful based on what they look like, based on what kind of designer bag they have, based on if they have red bottom shoes or not, based on if they have the Brazilian, Malaysian human hair, or not. We're really so caught up into looks and appearances. It's not funny. We really are. But that's my opinion. Yes, but I threw away the weave. I threw away the wigs. I threw away everything. Shout out to Millennial Mulatto Georgia. How are you? It's always a pleasure seeing you. Thank you for popping through. Good afternoon. Didn't expect to see you here. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the love. To be very honest with you, I feel like I felt more beautiful with my dreadlocks than I did when I had a perm, than I did when I had, natural afro hair. And I don't know why. I was definitely conditioned to thinking that I needed a perm to be pretty. I needed to have long hair. I needed to look like the cover girl or the model or something. And that's really, really not true. So that's it. That's all, guys. Thank you for popping into my channel. I'm tuning out. Please make sure you subscribe to my new channel, NY Grapevine. I just caught 50 subscribers as well as almost 9,000 views on my channel at the NY Grapevine. So do me some favors. Hit that like, subscribe button on NY Grapevine. I just got over 50 subscribers in one day and over 9,000 views on my latest video. So check that out. Hope all is well with you guys. I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Thanks for the love. Catch me again soon. Peace out, y'all.